There's a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. But for one last time, I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge and ride. Died 1,000 times, but maybe I could be the one.
You know the hats that have
Just drive.
15 quid this one.
Breathing out or breathing in. Broken down, but I will live to fight again. For one last time, I take
It's in those giant TV screens.
just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light.
Just go through the game and give me a ticket.
Take it to the edge and ride. Died
To walk around
1,000
with.
times, but maybe I could be the one. Right into the setting sun tonight. Just There's a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. Take it to the edge and ride. Died 1,000 times, but maybe I could be the one. Right into the setting sun tonight. Just drive.
Mark has started the session well, but that's the feedback to the session this morning, and was going well to start with, but ended up 14th. There's Christian Horner on the screen. There's the Constructors' Championship points at the moment. Red Bull Racing Renault on 176 points. So although Fernando Alonso is leading the Drivers' Championship, Constructors' Championship, because they've got two drivers who are consistently finishing well. Of course, it's Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber, both having won a Grand Prix this year, whereas, of course, Felipe Massa not performing quite as strongly these days as once he did for Ferrari. So Fernando Alonso really carrying the burden of Ferrari on his own this year, although there have been signs in recent weeks that Felipe Massa is recovering form that he seemed to have lost in last year, the earlier part of this year. Jean-Eric Verde, 15th fastest, Felipe Massa 16th quickest this morning, Daniel Ricciardo 17th, he and Jean-Eric Verde moving into the into the Toro Rosso team, and we've got just 45 seconds to the start of this first part of qualifying. Everybody else on the track for the first 20 minutes it'll be, then it's 50, then it's 10. As so you can see the queue of cars are ready to go, with an eye on the weather, of course, and the clouds overhead suggested there may be some spots of rain. So it's 20 minutes for the first part, 15 for the second, 10 for the Q3, the one that will decide the top 10 places on the grid. And so one or two cars looking to force their way into the queue. So we're waiting for the signal to be given, and it'll be there in any moment now. So qualifying gets underway. Q1 is underway as all the cars go out onto the track, and I suspect there's a little bit more rain falling. More umbrellas have gone up around me, so I think it's going to be, although they're all out on slick tyres, if you can see the yellow yellow sidewall, effectively the yellow writing, Pirelli yellow writing turns into a yellow band around the sidewall of the tyre. That's the soft compound tyre. Jenson Button was second biggest on the hard compound tyre this morning, and lots of people are on Inters so far, not a yellow band at all. It's green for Inters, looking at everybody so far going past. So Inters, they are exploring first here, and it looks like, in fact, they've read the weather well. As you can see on the screen, there's a note to say that the DRS system is currently disabled. They will be able to use them later on, but they're not yet enabled. The DRS currently disabled on the cars. And they're still trying to get some warmth into these tyres, aren't they? At work, for these conditions, and they need a lap or two to get proper temperature in. That's right. As Chris was saying, it is too... It's not yet wet enough for wet tyres, but I think it's wetter on other parts of the circuit from what I can see. Going third quickest, Daniel Ricciardo 152.356, Bruno Senna is fifth, a 154.014 for him. Paul di Resta goes ahead of him fifth, Bruno Senna down to sixth, Romain Grosjean is eighth, Sergio Perez is ninth, Nico Kovalainen is sixth, so it's Kobayashi, Van, Nico Hulkenberg is third, Jenson Button is fourth, Ricciardo, Maldonado, Vitaly Petrov is seventh, Kovalainen is eighth, the rest of is ninth, Senna is 10th, Zolk is 11th, Grosjean 12th, Piquet is 13th, Perez is 15th, because we now have Raikkonen. Daniel Ricciardo goes quickest. Daniel Ricciardo, the fastest time, 1:49.446. Just going through Abbey now onto another lap. Pastor Maldonado is second. Felipe Massa is third. And Vettel has been held up by De La Rosa on this lap through Beckett's. Right. So Sebastian Vettel in the second sector, yes, is slow because of what you just said. Pastor Maldonado second. Felipe Massa, how's he doing on this? He's not in the second sector yet. Kamui Kobayashi on his next lap has done the fastest Vettel in the first sector. Riding with Fernando Alonso up to the end of his next lap and the final. Kobayashi 9 tenths of the 11th. Ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, but Daniel set the fastest. He's on now, Felipe Massa's got the fastest middle there. A 1:47.840. Jean-Eric Verne has gone second, 1:48.431. And we've got Michael Schumacher doing an absolute best in the first sector on the lap that he's on at the moment. Felipe Massa is third, fourth is Daniel Ricciardo, Lewis Hamilton is fifth. Kimi Raikkonen goes up to sixth, Bruno Senna is seventh, Pastor Maldonado eighth, Sergio Perez ninth, and Paul di Resta is 10th. But Michael Schumacher's lap is the one I'm waiting for. That could put him probably top three. Michael Schumacher on the lap that he's on. Michael Schumacher still not come through. Where is he? Not seeing him on the screen, are we? Final sector of the lap. Part 2 for Q3. Yeah, some drivers staying in their cars, others opting out. I suppose Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez prefer to get out of their cars. They feel pretty confident that nobody's going to get below 2 minutes when the session resumes. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier on. I mean, you've got people like Kamui Kobayashi having a walk into the pit lane and being completely relaxed about it, whereas others staying in the cars looking focused. And fascinating to see how different drivers treat this in different ways. And different spectators treat it different ways as well.
Not the sort of call where you can take a different line, whichever line you take, inside or outside. You're going to be in any places in the middle there. That's going to be very hard to negotiate that without getting into trouble, I think. And again, on the exit through Woodcut, there is a lot of standing water. Just trying to see that because of towards the Cox corner now, what that might be like. That's potentially going to be pretty treacherous as well.
You alright with that?
But quite as bad. Standing water, but quite a bit quicker, isn't it, than Brooklyn. and then the car making its way up towards Maggots now. So again, Copse is a very high-speed part of the circuit. You approach it in 7th gear, and you, in the dry, reach 7th gear coming through Maggots, drop down to 6th for Beckett. So it gives you an idea
towards
of
the end again.
part of the circuit on which the course car is now, being a very fast one. And through there's certainly absolutely no hint of a dry line. There's absolutely no hint of drivers being able to push terribly hard to begin with when they go out. And even this lap from the course car looks like it's now a fairly conservative one because the track conditions are so bad. So onto Hanger Straight has now got the Mercedes. So heading towards Stowe, heading towards the end of the lap as drivers in the meantime study the situation.
Yeah, that Brookson's puddle that he splashed through, I mean that's quite a problem. Because you get the track sweepers and marshals with brushes, trying to get out of the way.
Well, the course car heading back towards you.
Yeah.
That's the pit lane, yeah. So now further dialogue, no doubt, will go on between the officials in race control and the team from the car.
Including other former British Formula 3 champion in Alan van der Berg.
That's right, yes, indeed, South African. Presumably also the stewards will get involved in any dialogue, which will include Nigel Mansell, because he's the driver's steward this weekend, so he'll offer a thought.
Well, David Bovin is feeling frustrated. David wants to sort of join in the conversation, so I'm going to throw to David and see what he has to tell us. David. Time to get to the end of this lap, of course, bearing in mind that a lap in these conditions is going to take a couple of minutes, minimum, probably a bit more than that. The out lap 2.5 minutes. And David, what we've got is a really good race because everybody wants to be first. And the winner is Romain Grosjean, who's battled his way past Pastor Maldonado. Third is Senna, fourth is Kobayashi, fifth is Alonso, sixth is Hamilton, and then there's a gap before we will have Sergio Perez and then Nico Rosberg. That's the order they came. Okay, that's it. Right, Chris, what's your order there? Has it changed? Are they still racing?
It looks like he Grosjean has made before that 4 or 5 stars. Really ready when they were just coming to the end of the session before the red flag. The rain stopped a while ago now. There is still an awful lot of surface water there to clear in this part of the circuit.
And they're going through Beckett now, trying to find a bit of grip, trying to get warmed into tyres. And the one that's lost out of it actually, Lewis Hamilton, he is actually boxed in behind Kobayashi. And Alonso into the box is Kobayashi himself at the moment because Bernie is backed off going out of Beckett to try and buy himself some clear track space, but that then hinders the Japanese driver behind him. Well, we'll tell you how many minutes there are to go when he gets to the end of this lap. What do you make of this lap?
Yeah, still looks very wet out there.
Romain Grosjean completes his out lap, and second remains.
Yeah, Grosjean's going to get 3 laps.
Oh, that he stays on the track. He was absolutely on the lead there. Needs to push hard to get the temperature in the tyres. Very circumspect coming through the loop into Aintree, so he doesn't get the power down too violently in the car square. He's on Wellington straight now. Maldonado looks smooth as well, but is he quick enough is the question. So, Romain Grosjean through Brookton, that's the Nuffield Chris.
That's going to be 1 second inside the top 10. Very quick, you know, on the way out of the
Lewis Hamilton then. 7th is Bruno Senna, but he's got to the top 10. Nico Rosberg, John Eric Baird is 9th now. He's in 7th. Well, Webber has done the absolute start in the first sector. Schumacher's done the absolute start in the middle sector. And he goes to the ball. Michael Schumacher is
What's your rate? Vettel comes up and plays guitar with him. That is true, so that's worth sticking around. Vettel on guitar. Power
Right, the
slide.
second.
Hope you're not injuring yourself. Get him up before the race. Right. Okay, I'm going to point at each of them in turn, and I'm going to gauge with your reaction who you think the best one was, okay? I'm going to do that again. When I point here, so we've got the idea now. Basic stuff, okay? Alright. I've got to say a cheer for everyone. That's good. No? Okay. Good. Good solid support there. Nice one, Carl. Ready? Okay, it's quite even between the youngsters. We're going to do it one more time, quickly, and we're going to make a decision, okay?
I'm going to get my...
Well, I think we have a clear winner. Kyle's the winner! He's won the thing! He's won the fan zone! Well done, guys. Well done. You got anything you want to say to your fans out there?
Thank you!
Thank you! Wise words from a young man. There we go, there's your prize. But guys, you're not going home empty-handed, because in a way, everyone's a winner. We wouldn't want you to look stupid and not get anything. So there you go, you've got a cat and a teddy bear, and a cap and a teddy bear. And that's it. That's it. From over the course of the last few days, we've had people eating crackers and guessing theme tunes for the songs. It's been quite the roller coaster ride. But now the
They're now turning away from us at 6G, or 6 times the force of gravity. And everything in their bodies weighs 6 times more than normal. So it's physically hard work to strain against those G forces. They roll out back towards Beckett. This is the Cyclone.
We've had a British Grand Prix. The Italians have always had an Italian Grand Prix. They're the two Grand Prix that have existed right from origins of Formula 1 World Championship in 1950. Well, will it be an Italian car that's going to prevail? I think there's a lot of people who've, I know you have, David, yes, a lot of people have said that Fernando Alonso in a car that really wasn't given much of a good write-up at the start of the year, was it? People were saying the Ferrari was not the car, but Fernando Alonso totally committed and regarded, I think, by everybody in the sport as the supreme professional. Difficult to define what's meant by the best driver, but I think probably the most rounded driver, the driver with a huge amount of experience, very quick driver.
And the fact that Ferrari have signed him up for such a long period underlines the team's faith in him, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yes. There's Lewis Hamilton, part of his debate at the moment. I think he's leaving it to others to decide whether he re-signs with McLaren, because his contract comes to an end this year. And some kind of rumour flying around wasn't about Sebastian Vettel going to Ferrari, but I would have thought that he's in a very good situation there with Red Bull. And Michael Schumacher is definitely become a slightly different character, hasn't he, on his return to racing, and a much warmer individual, and loves being part of the whole scene still, loves racing, he always has, but there's a softer, well, in terms of competitiveness on the track, but nevertheless there is a much more human side to Michael these days. Dealings with fans. Mark Webber realises this is a chance for him to take his second win of the year, having had a win already at Monaco. Fernando Alonso, I'm delighted to say, slightly breathless, but he's a fit young chap. Oliver Turvey, who is the McLaren number 3 driver, he's one of their test drivers along with Gary Paffett, did a lot of work on the simulator at McLaren on Friday, but he kept out of the rain as a result of that. But Oliver, welcome back, and he was with us earlier on this morning. We've just been talking through options, so I'm going to put you on the spot. You've got to say a McLaren driver's going to win, haven't you?
Well, no, great to be back. Just been running around doing a few appearances for McLaren. But yeah, no, looking forward to the race. I think it's going to be an exciting race. Got a bit of blue sky, so dry track, but it looks quite dark over towards Copse when I was coming over, so yeah, essentially potential for a few showers that way.
Well, we hope that, because Silverstone can have its own weather system and sometimes its own eco-climate, mini climate, and so we can perhaps hopefully keep the rain away. Now, you've dodged the question that I asked you. You've been very political there. You're going to Parliament at some stage. So, yeah, Oliver, who's do you tip to win? Oh, he's looking at the McLarens.
Let's go, yeah, Jenson Button from
18th.
Is he 16th on the grid?
Right, yeah. He was 18th in qualifying, but 16th because
I'd like to see from there would be a great result.
It would be a fantastic result, wouldn't it? Yes, but people have won. John Watson once won from 18th on the grid.
Yeah, and last year in Canada as well, Jenson came through from
right. So
further back in the grid.
It's possible. So we're going to spot the tyres now because, of course,
most of them were focusing on the short run pace for qualifying, but then it obviously rained, so yeah, this is going to be, for a lot of teams, the first long run on heavy fuel as well.
So in what was already an unpredictable season, we've now got an unpredictable race in prospect. The car set off on the formation lap, the final formation lap, headed by Fernando Alonso, followed by Mark Webber. Obviously it's grid order as they make their way around the lap now. David has a better chance than we have here, so we can see in spotting who's on the silver tyres, who's on the yellow. Looks like Fernando Alonso is on hard, Webber on soft, Schumacher on soft, Vettel on soft.
how long the soft guys can go, but certainly the harder guys will do a longer film thing. I think between 2 and 3 stops, the guys start at half and
Yeah, it's text. He said formation lap. Huh? He just texted and said formation lap start. Formation lap. That was the formation lap. Really good view coming out of the bridge there. Up the bridge. Yeah. Windy up here. I can't really use the stabiliser properly up here. It's a bit windy. Now the race is starting now. And then it goes into the pits.